this off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback may change this route. White going to attack through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mills. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting...
Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They might go back to that one in a big big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Jackson will throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson going to throw it. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Give to Brown. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Jackson will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Johnson. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. The handoff to Johnson. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Bonner. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And he's getting it done on the ground, and the Huskers have always had a quarterback that could run, whether it be Tommy Frazier, Turner Gill, you name it.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you started this offense, is always finding a playmaker that now I can run the option elements off of him because he's dynamic and he makes the whole thing go. And Cornhuskers love having that dude at the quarterback spot.
The short hands, it's Mills. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it to him on the screen. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. This quarterback part of their running game. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send that offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Works the middle of the field. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll go to the counter play. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Going for it all. Catch inside the 25. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Anthony. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's flat. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off-play action on first down. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Husker! And the route is on. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Crosses to 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He might want another play. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sideline. It's Anthony. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Reads and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Brown has it. Brought down, but not before he blown his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Jackson gonna throw it. Buys a little extra time. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Got a little space. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quarterback keeps it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He wants to change this route. Jackson will throw. Gonna take a shot. Wheels it in down the left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense changing the play. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a 1-possession game here in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So now it's It's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking for space. It's Ives. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the first down line, but will they go for it on fourth down? They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Now on the move. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, these are always the interesting situations in the game because bleeding the clock with the lead, but I'm also in scoring position here in the touchdown. I want the touchdown to go up by 2 possessions and put some distance, so it's always the fine line you want.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a grab down the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Going to the running game. He breaks a tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. The give on the inside.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to